Hi guys. Okay, we are going to be going over our first unit in math that we're going to tackle for grade 7. We're going to be using our Math Makes Sense grade 7 level book, practice and homework book by Addison Wesley. Our first unit that we will be tackling is on integers. So you need to be on page 179 in your book to be working on that. When we are talking about integers, what is an integer? First and foremost, an integer is a number that's either positive, which are the type of numbers that we usually deal with quite often, are positive numbers. But numbers can also be negative. Things like temperature-wise, when it is -8 outside, okay, it's cold outside. -8's not that cold. That's a negative number. If you spend money, right? You had $40 in your bank account, which is a positive number, but then you spent 35 of it. That 35 is a negative number, okay? It's when you have an amount and the amount gets smaller because of a negative number, okay? So integers are positive or negative numbers, okay? So they're positive. We use that sign to represent positive, or negative numbers. Sometimes that confuses kids when we say, oh, they're positive or negative numbers. So if you think about it being more like positive or negative amounts, okay? It's an amount of an object, an amount of money, an amount of temperatures, something like that, okay? An amount of maybe a height, okay? You're way up high and then you go down low, or you're way down below in a basement and then you go up to an upper level. Okay, you're changing an amount, okay? All right, so in our booklet, we're going to flip to page 181, okay? So it's 9.1. What is an integer? So we've talked a bit about it already. Positive or negative numbers, or positive or negative amounts, okay? That's what an integer is. Quick review, okay? A positive number is greater than 0. Yes, that's important to know, that anything that's above 0 is a positive number. So if it is 0.000000001, that is a positive number. It's positive, okay? It's the tiniest amount in the world, but it's above 0, it's positive, okay? A negative number is less than 0. So if it is -2, -1, -0.0000001, that's negative, okay? 0 is like that neutral number. It's not really positive, it's not negative, it's just right there, right at the tipping point, okay? It's the central point, okay? 0 is neither positive nor negative, okay? It's because it doesn't change the amount of something, okay? If you add 0 to something, it doesn't change it. If you take away 0 from something, it doesn't change it. You have 4 cookies and somebody gives you 0, you still have 4 cookies. You have 4 cookies and somebody eats 0 of them, you still have 0 cookies. So 0 is a neutral party, okay? It's neutral, okay? The integers are the numbers -3, -2, -1, 0, +1, +2, +3. and on. Those little dots there, that means it goes on forever. And these dots here means it goes on forever. Okay? So integers are anything, any numbers, positive or negative. Okay? Forever. Okay? You can show integers on a number line. Yes, something like this. If you think like this, you put your 0, okay, your central number 0 right in the middle, and then you work your way up, going this way to the right. Okay, 1, 2, positive 3, positive 4, positive 5. If you're working your way to the left, you're going into the negatives. Okay, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Okay? There is this way. Okay? A lot of people learning about integers like to use this kind of thing. When I grew up, every day, living here in Manitoba, we always checked the weather. So for myself, a way that I think about integers is I really think about the thermometer outside, right? So say it was sometime like now, which was spring, okay? You might wake up and this is the way I think with my number lines. Okay, just another way to show you. Again, put your 0. And sometimes going down are our negative, going up are our positive. So let's think about a morning waking up in the spring in Manitoba. So sometimes you wake up and it is -4 outside. So I went down -1, -2, -3, -4. You wake up, it's a little bit chilly. Not bad, okay? Birds are chirping, it's all good. But then as the day goes on, it warms up. The sun comes out, it's beautiful outside. And it might increase. Let's say it warms up a lot during the day and it warms up by 7 degrees. Okay? It was -4 when I woke up, but then it warms up by 7. And if you think about it that way, think of the vocabulary we're using. It warms up. So I'm going to go up my thermometer. Okay? So if I'm going to go up by 7, I have to increase it by 7. So you start at the number you were at, -4. Okay, this is our integer. And then you go up by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 brings us right to 0. But we also have to go up 3 more because we're increasing by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then we count the jumps that we did on the positive. So we hit 0 and then we hit +1, +2, and +3. So if I woke up and it was -4 outside and it increased or it warmed up by 7 degrees, it ends up being +3. Okay? So -4, which was what it was like when I woke up, plus 7, +7, is the same thing as gets me to +3. When I think of integers, I often think of a thermometer, and that's, I know, based on me growing up and looking at the weather and checking the thermometer outside. Okay? So that's how it works in my brain. A lot of people like to work this way. Just remembering you're going to the right is to increase, to go up with your positives. To the left is to decrease. Okay? To go into the further into the negatives. Okay? We also need to talk a little bit about opposite integers. Are the same distance from 0 on a number line, but are on the opposite side of 0. Okay, for example, -3 and +3 are opposite integers. Yeah, here's 0 Positive 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 jumps to the right. Negative 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 jumps to the left. Okay? So any number like that. Positive 5, its opposite is negative 5. Okay? That goes for every single number. Positive 1 million, negative 1 million is its opposite. Okay? So it just helps you understand that if you have positive 3 and you add negative 3 to it, you get 0. If you have negative 5 and you add positive 5 to it, you get 0. Okay? That's what understanding opposite integers helps you do. Okay? All right. Practice. The long-term forecast gives these temperatures for the next 5 days. Okay, this is talking temperature. This is how my brain works when I'm thinking about integers. On the thermometer, show each day's predicted high temperatures. So here it says Monday, the high temperature is positive 8. So right here, you have to look at this. It's not going up by positive 1, positive 2, positive 3. It's going up by increments of 5s. Okay, we're at 0, positive 5. So then positive 8 came here in between 5 and 8, in between 5 and 10. Okay, Tuesday, positive 6. So here's 5. So we would put just above 5 would be Tuesday, positive 6. Wednesday's a little bit colder. The high is only 0, right here at 0 Wednesday. Thursday, the high is negative 3. So it's colder on Thursday, and we're at negative 3. So here's negative 5. So just above negative 5 would be negative 3 Thursday. And Friday, the high is negative 5. So right there on the negative 5 Friday. And then finally on this page, just to practice our integers, mark each integer on the number line. Always remember, when you're looking at the number line, first find your 0. Okay? Then make sure that your number line is increasing by going to the right, and we can tell that by looking for the positive sign. And it's decreasing by going to the left, and you can find that out by looking for the negative sign. So 2a, positive 2. 1, 2, positive 2. B, negative 7. Here's negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. Positive 8. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8. Always use your benchmarks. And D, negative 3. Here's 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Okay, guys, that is our introduction to integers, and I will put on the next video shortly. All right, take care, guys.